Hello, Leo, and welcome to Cosmic Brew Tarot. I'm Oscar, and this is going to be a new moon in Scorpio reading. The new moon is coming up on November 13th, and new moons are a great time to set intentions for the lunar cycle. So, it's about 30 days from new moon all the way to the end of the moon cycle. And the reason that we like, or we should be looking at the moon cycles, is to help us on a journey of not being stagnant, of giving ourselves a goal that we can try and achieve within 30 days in order to keep ourselves moving forward, right? And learning and achieving. With the new moon in Scorpio, we're looking at themes of transformation, emotional upheaval, shadow work. Basically, we want to connect to a side of ourselves that we put in the dark. And this is a great time to go looking for the monster that's hidden in your cave and extend a hand, give it something to eat, give it some pets, right? Give it some approachability for each other, so that by the end of everything you have they end up leaving the cave and you have like this ferocious but really cute, bubbly, bouncing around pet that like adores you. That's the way that I like to look at shadow work. Because sometimes, our monsters, our demons, they're just scared and they're out of the way. They know that they can't come out into the light because they'll hurt people, and then people will come for them. It's interesting. I haven't said that part in any of the readings. I don't know why this is coming up now. It's part of my explanation, but... So, I'm doing a special custom spread for this. So, the new moon in Scorpio, I've got we're going to be asking, what is the mask I'm wearing? What shadows have I ignored and repressed? Where have I been exerting too much control? What can I do to shed these old patterns? What's my intuition telling me? And how can I do the highest good for myself and others? I'm going to be using a combination of the Spellcasting Oracle as well as my very macabre Killstar deck tarot cards. I took out the Death card, which is the Scorpio power card, right? This is a card, again, it's not a bad card. This is a card of transformation. It's a card of out with the old, in with the new. It's about regenerating. It's about ends of cycles. Things that need to die out in order for something bigger and better to grow in its place. So we're putting that in the center of the spread. And to add on to that piece of what I just said, this box has something that I think I love to show off here. Death is only the beginning. So let's not be scared of whatever it is that comes up here, because our goal with this is to do a little bit of shadow work, or to get you started on doing your own shadow work, to ask some questions, some introspection, and to see how we can better our lives as a result. So, and at the end of this, I'm also going to draw a card from the Cosmic Journey Oracle to give some additional guidance on where you can take this intention, should you choose to accept it. Should you accept this mission? All right, let's begin. So, what is the mask that Leo is wearing? While I'm shuffling, I do want to give my disclaimer that this is a great time for you to train your own intuition and discernment and figure out what belongs to you and what doesn't. This is a general reading for a collective. So what matters is that you walk away with a nugget. And that nugget could be, this has absolutely nothing to do with me. Or you might walk away with a piece. You might walk away with the whole reading. What matters is that it is meaningful to you and helps you. Even if it's a hard truth. Okay. All right, let's begin. What's the mask that Leo is wearing? We've got grieving. With the Tower in reverse. Oh, we want to start. We want to start. You know, this, oh God. This energy is an energy of the word I'm getting is non-acceptance. It's like, listen, I'm in the middle of processing some kind of loss, some kind of difficult situation, something that's done, something that's dead, right? Could be a relationship, it could be a job, it could be a situation, it could literally even be an actual loss. And with the Tower in reverse, even though the Tower is a card of fundamentally shaking your foundations, of just tearing things down, and you know, the divine cosmic situation that's completely out of your control, that basically came in and said, nope, this is out. In reverse, we're talking about really like this is both something that is very internal and personal, that has shaken your foundation, but also resisting and refusing to acknowledge it. Like, it's almost kind of like, no, I'm fine. Like, it's hard, I'm grieving it, but I'm grieving it in my own way. I'm grieving it in a way that doesn't deeply affect me. Like, I don't want this to transform me negatively. I don't want to go through the work. I don't want to go through the shadow work. But the mask is this is a mask that you're wearing. So it's like the grieving process is your mask, but it's in order to mask that you don't want the grieving process. You want to look strong throughout your grieving process, is what I'm getting. That's what it is. Being strong throughout the grieving process, regardless of how you actually feel inside, regardless of how much has actually been destroyed inside of you as a result of whatever this situation is that everyone knows that, you know, you're grieving. Or at least the people that are close to you know that you're grieving, right? All right. Let's go to our next one. What shadows is Leo ignoring or repressing? We got animals. With the Knight of Pentagrams. So the Knight of Pentagrams, this is the slow-moving knight, the slowest moving knight, meaning that this is still an action taker, but someone that does everything methodically, slowly, with long-term vision, with just kind of like, okay, I'll plant this seed, then that'll grow into something, and then that'll give me more seeds to grow more things, and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And then I've got to stick around and make sure things are watered and taken care of, and then I've got to build a house, and I've got, like there's a lot. It's like going to a barren place and then being like, how do I build a town, a thriving town? It's interesting that's coming to me that way, because I have animals next to it, which feels more primal than that. So it feels like building a nest. It feels like thriving in a foreign, like I'm getting the feeling of like a misplaced, like what are those called when there's an invasive species, right? Like being placed somewhere where you're not supposed to be and trying to find the way to thrive in it, right? But realizing that this is going to be a lot of work to thrive in your current situation. So the shadows that you're ignoring is this feeling of not being in the right place. That the work is so much harder than you want to admit. Because at the end of the day, you have to survive. You're going to survive. You have that instinct to make it work. But it's so daunting that you'd rather just ignore it. You'd rather just ignore it. You'd rather just be like, you know what? I am me. I will make it work somehow, some way, but I don't know. But it's not making your personal process of grieving easier by not being in an environment that properly suits your grieving process. Yeah. Something about your ecosystem is barren now. Like whatever the loss was that you've experienced, has taken away more than you realize from your stability and your sense of safety and security and your ability to thrive. It's like you're getting like a lizard in a barren wasteland. A cheetah. A lion, even. I mean, let's go Leo, right? The lion. Lion in a barren wasteland. Like, what are you supposed to do there? You know, you might feel strong, you might feel capable because you know that you yourself are, but you're in a very difficult situation, and you, instead of finding the new environment that would suit you so that you can thrive better, you're trying to just accept, this is where I'm stuck and I'm gonna have to make this work, instead of venturing out and finding the better environment. It's interesting. Okay. Where has Leo been exerting too much control? Trust. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Trust in what? Let's see. Six of Swords. Yeah. Yeah, this is exerting control meaning like, yeah, I'm walking away. I've got this. I know what I'm doing. I can move on. The control right now is this is really weird. So I'm trying to. There is a certain trust in the universe, right? That you have. That everything is going to work out. But with this energy that I've been talking about being in a barren wasteland, you're trying to take that philosophy of everything will work out and apply it to a very crappy situation that you're in because you trust in it that you'll be able to move on from it with what you need. But right now it's instead you're actually keeping yourself stuck in a poor situation. And I almost want to say out of a sense, this might not resonate for everyone, but like the word that I'm getting is of self-punishment. Like, this is what I get. This is what I have. And in order for me to conquer my situation and restore my feelings of self-worth, restore my feelings of coming back to myself, of who I should be. These cards are all giving me like, you're not quite feeling yourself, right? So in an attempt to make yourself feel like yourself, you're trying to survive and thrive in a situation that you actually should be walking away from. But instead of trusting yourself that this situation isn't working for you, you're trying to put trust. You're putting the control that you're exerting is, hey, universe, fix this for me. I'm working on it, right? I'm doing the, God helps those who helps themselves, right? I'm helping myself. I'm pushing forward. I'm doing all the stuff. But this just feels like hamster wheel. You're just running a hamster wheel. Can you trust yourself to move in a better direction than this? What can Leo do to shed these old patterns? Willpower seems appropriate. I'm gonna tarot card for that as well. Sorry if shuffling these is a little loud. This is a really big, unwieldy kind of deck for my hands. Oh, here we go. Queen of Cups in reverse. I think it's time to trust your... Interesting. I was going to say trust your emotions. The sword, so we're talking trust, right? for the previous thing. The swords represent thoughts, perspectives, mental energy. And the cups represent emotions. Now, the Queen of Cups has this cup. Her cup has a lid on it. In other words, you don't get to she keeps the emotions with a lid on them, right? Guarded. Upside down, it's like it's gonna pop off and just spill out. And I think to shed old patterns of what we were talking about, I think you need to have some additional willpower here to trust your emotions now. To let these emotions, I don't want to say let these emotions out, because I think some of these emotions are actually very negative, though I think you need to acknowledge the negative emotions that this entire situation that we've been talking about has caused you, right? I'm getting this distinct feeling of not deserving better for yourself. Yes. This Queen of Cups, this energy, feels they don't deserve better. And the only way to really conquer a feeling like that is through the willpower of, no, I do deserve better. I do deserve better. But you have to tell yourself that. No one can tell you that. You can't even just tell yourself, you have to believe it. You have to have the sheer willpower to break through a mental pattern like, I don't deserve better. You know why you deserve better? Because you feel it. You feel you deserve better. The feelings that are being generated right now through this entire situation are so, I don't even want to say turbulent. They're just so dour and fatalistic, frankly, that it just feels like, why do you want to be in this energy? Why do you want to be stuck? Why do you want to be stuck like this? What are you trying to hold back from? When you know you deserve so much more. But to shed that pattern, you need to take that upon yourself. You need to will it into being. And you're a Leo. You have nothing but willpower. I mean, you have plenty of other things, but yes, you have willpower in spades. I think you've been redirecting your willpower to quickly moving on from the grieving process, being like, okay, well, that's done, but not really acknowledging how much damage it's actually done to you. You're using your willpower to ignore that tower that happened inside of you. And instead, you should be using your willpower to heal from that situation by saying, okay, well, that happened. And now I see that I deserve so much more than what I'm left with. That the wreckage or the wasteland that's been left behind after everything's been done and burned and destroyed, I deserve more. I don't have to rebuild here. I don't have to rebuild this tower here in this same way. I can make it, I need to do something wildly different. I need to be in a better environment. What is Leo's intuition telling you? What is Leo's intuition saying? Truth. Your intuition is telling you the truth. What is that truth? Let's get a tarot card here to explain. Queen of Wands in reverse. So now we've got two reversed queens. Your intuition is telling you that this feeling inside of you, if you're noticing pattern, okay, I want you to the truth card. Oh, I'm getting like a lot happening right now. The truth card is looking into a mirror and seeing accurately the reflection, right? And what you're seeing is you're feeling quite bitchy. That's the best way for me to put it. You're feeling bitchy, you know? I'm going back to this Queen of Cups, right? This is just when your passions and your emotions are just like, they're not being directed properly. It's really, really difficult. It's moody energy. This is so moody. It's bitchy. It's like, ooh, we're rubbing Leo the wrong way here, right? But in actuality, I think you might be snappy, you might be passive aggressive, you might be aggressive outright, and you know that it's not good for you, right? And that should be a sign to you that that you're not you're in some kind of toxic or unhealthy situation and environment that is not serving you. Oh, hi. Look, it's my cat, Max. Hi, Max. Max is saying hi. All right, sorry, I got lost in petting him. Okay, so. Max, what are you doing? You can't be on my cards. Come on. There you go. All right. How can Leo do the highest good for themselves and others? Oh, Max, you just want to get involved in this reading now, don't you? Yes, you do. Yes, you do. Letting his energy in here. Beauty. So definitely I'm getting feelings. Oh, this is so cool. The beauty card is her looking into a mirror and doing the combing, brushing, grooming, primping, admiring. I am already getting like, look at the reflection, and instead of seeing the negative in you, seeing the positive and the beautiful in you, and then helping yourself address the negative, dress it up, do the right, I'm getting like metaphors obviously here, like the right skincare routine, the right makeup design, the right hairstyle that renews your sense of beauty and of self-worth that we've been talking about. You see, and I've got Six of Wands in reverse. I think it's time for you to just acknowledge that despite the fact that you've taken the loss. See, I've got two sixes here and two queens. The sixes are on either opposite ends of this spread. You can take a loss, you can take a hit, and still come out being the beautiful, wonderful you that you are. This to me is self-care after a difficult time. get yourself in a better place, a better zone. What you can do for everyone, for the highest good in yourself, is to come out on top again, to be the Leo that you know that you are, right? I want to see this Six of Wands upright. Six of Wands is, look, this is a Leo card. There's your symbol right here down. I don't know if you can see it. Yeah. You can't always have wins in your life, right? There's always going to be some losses. There's always going to be something that won't go your way. But it doesn't mean lash out. It means acknowledging that no matter what, you're still you, and you deserve so much, and you're going to go out and get it. But it starts with you. It starts with you. All right, let's draw a card from our Cosmic Journey Oracle. I'm going to place it with this death card in the center of your reading, and hopefully this is guidance for you on how to direct this introspective shadow work kind of journey for you. This is really meaningful because death is the 13th card in the Major Arcana, and I've got the 13th card in the Oracle deck. So together, 13. Actually, interesting too, the volume on this track that I'm playing right now for shadow work is also at 13. I did that on purpose because I was like, okay, with the death card, I'm like, yeah, why not? 13, 13, 13. So there's some kind of, that could be a power number. I'm not usually a numerologist kind of person, but yeah. But anyway, this card says, every cycle is a higher opportunity. And you've got this like, enter here, and then you spiral all the way into the center. And then there's a little heart in the center. Every cycle is a new opportunity to get to this little heart. All right, I'm going to read the entry for it. Each and every turn in the cycle of life is a new way of coming back to your truest essence, the one you've always held sacred. This is your cosmic blueprint, being expressed more fully and wisely with each turn of the spiral. You keep coming back to the same things you've always loved, but with new insights and experience. There are cycles within cycles within cycles in all of nature. If you bring awareness to your life, you will find patterns. Patterns of when to plant seeds and when to harvest ideas. Where is the pattern in this current situation? The clues were always there. What you loved as a child is typically your deepest soul level expression. Now, with new eyes, skills, talents, and resources, you can bring this to life in a whole new way. And it doesn't have to be just one thing, because your unique genius is a perfect combination of everything that makes up you. There's a cosmic catalyst question. So if you want to journal about this, the question is, what did I love as a kid, and how can I bring more of this energy back into my life? So now we're talking about some inner child stuff, which I think in moments like these, grieving, being able to return to what makes you you, right? What brings you the happiness and well-being and connecting back to your core self, right? Someone that brought so much wonderment and imagination. To be able to get in touch with that is going to be important at this time. the cosmic checkbox, so an action that might interest you to take to help bring this into life. Set up a play date for yourself. Mark it on your calendar and simply create a day of exploring what you loved as a kid. I feel like that's a great way to reconnect with yourself so that you can find the willpower that you need to remember who you are and what it is that you're here for and what you want to get out of your life. Because the truth is that the way things stand right now is not it. It's not it. And you stand to gain so much more if you can see yourself in a new light, in a more beautiful and positive light. All right, Leo. Well, that was a great reading. I hope that this helped. I hope that this resonated. If it did, like, share, comment, subscribe. And I will see you for the next one. Thank you for being a part of this wonderful Cosmic Brew. So delicious. Take care.